morning. Today is December 29th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is the differences between the flight from the UK and the Wuhan charter flights. First, after 114 passengers boarded on China airline flight and arrived in Taiwan from the UK, it aroused a series of discussions. There are two major points. First is whether the 3 confirmed cases have been infected with the COVID-19 variant in the UK or not. And second, many people compare the flight from the UK with the Wuhan charter flight that dispatched more than 300 days ago. Well, I think the 2 cases are completely different. Why? Here are some points. More than 300 days ago, the epidemic in Wuhan was severe and the city was locked down. Taiwanese government used the charter flight to bring Taiwan people back to Taiwan. As to the China airline flew from the UK, it was not a charter flight. It was just a regular flight. The UK did not lock down the city and the epidemic was not as severe as Wuhan. B. What are the differences between the arrivals from the UK and Wuhan? First of all, people returning from the UK must have a 3-day negative PCR test certificate in advance. However, people from Wuhan didn't submit the PCR at that time. Well, second, there were almost 500 people on the Wuhan charter flight, but there were only around 100 people returned from the UK by China Airlines. Third, the Wuhan charter flight did not enter the terminal building, but the China Airlines flight did. Well, all these passengers from the UK passed the terminal, but they took a separate route to go through the customs. See, just as 40 countries in the world ban the entry of UK airlines, and why doesn't Taiwan do it? CCC head Chen Shizhong reiterated that because Taiwan has a comprehensive collective quarantine system and the domestic pandemic is well controlled. Taiwan is a strong fortress and does not need to ban UK arrivals, nor does it need to lock down the country. Here are the top stories. Today we have 2 confirmed cases. They're all imported cases and they came from the Philippines and an Indian from the United States. First, I want to talk about Joe Biden's being tough on China. The Wall Street Journal just published an article with the title, Biden's Get Tough Plan Face Soaring China Reality. Well, Biden said that as we compete with China and hold China's government accountable for its abuses on trade, technology, human rights, our positions will be much stronger than we build coalitions of like-minded partners as allies. Well, something interesting to bring up, a U.S. MQ-4C civilian drone spotted flying over South China Sea. According to a Twitter account, Beacon, that tracked the U.S. military trajectory, and it said that December 28, 2020, U.S. Navy MQ-4C Triton from Guam to patrol and civilians in the South China Sea. Well, Taiwan President's Office and MOFA thanked Trump for signing the Taiwan Assurance Act. Presidential Office spokesperson Zhang Junhan said that, well, we are grateful to President Trump for supporting 11 military arms sales to Taiwan, and Taiwan will continue to deepen its partnership with the U.S. Also, MOFA spokesperson Joanne Oh said that Taiwan thanks to the U.S. bipartisan friends for supporting Taiwan-U.S. relations through concrete actions. Taiwan Presidential Office, the official line account, holds an activity to select the top 10 Taiwanese news that are seen by the international community. And there are 2 segments. And for the issue of democratic epidemic prevention was recognized by the world, we can see that the number 1 is President Tsai shares Taiwan's experience with Time magazine. And number 2, Bloomberg listed Taiwan as the number 1 among the 75 world economic leagues. Number 3, President Tsai on Forbes list for world's most powerful women. As to the issue of Taiwan's successful diplomatic relations with the world, number 1 is U.S. House unanimously passed the Taipei Act 415-0 in the U.S. House of Representatives. And second, Czech Senate President said, I am Taiwanese. Third, President Tsai received International Pioneer Award for leadership. On the other hand, Portugal SIC News praised Taiwan over the result of democratic epidemic prevention. Chief editor of Expresso, Pedro Cordero, said that he said, Taiwan has made great achievement in public health and epidemic prevention, but it can't join the WHO due to China's oppression. So the country is unable to make more contributions to global epidemic prevention. Well, Taiwan is now facing infiltrations from China. Take one, for example, the drones. The drones made by China will be replaced by the end of next year. More than 70% of the 726 drones used by Taiwan's ministers are made by China, and they kind of cause security concerns. Vice Premier Shen Rongjing answered the interpellations at the Legislative Yuan today, and he said anyone who might have leaked the information during the period shall not be allowed to have the contact with the military system. Well, in the end, I want to share with you, this is Yuan Bao. Well, she is a panda that is only 183 days old. It's a she, and we know that it is her first time to meet the public today. And you can see that people are overwhelmed by happiness. It's so cute. And this is the news from Taipei. I'm Catherine Chang, and I welcome you to see The View with Catherine Chang, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.